What's the role of human development in spirituality?
Let's start here. When Pearl and I began our spiritual explorations and growth in the 1970s, there was no interest in you as a person. It was only interest in you and your ability to connect to your guide, therefore to the spiritual world. And that was seen to be enough. Whatever happened in your private life had nothing to do with anything. As we moved away from that and came under the full force of our counsel and with Crazy Horse, he said, that's not an okay way to teach. That's not an okay thing to do in any respect, because the future of the earth relies upon the development of people. So therefore what we want you to teach is in proportion. So they're indelibly linked: spiritual growth, personal growth, or human growth as we've named it now. And therefore our work is equally aimed. So we're trying to get a person to develop themselves as a human being, as a person, and therefore they're going to be better spiritually. And then they get better spiritually, that should link them into being better as a human. It doesn't always. It takes a lot of cross-reliance and a lot of accountability for both parts of your life. And Crazy Horse has a lot to say about this. And one of his things that he says, how do you make a person a better employee? You make them a better person. And that's not seen. Everything's related to technical skills. Someone sees themselves as a technician, a scientist, for example, and how do they become a better scientist? They study someone else's science or so. But they would free themselves up for better discovery if they became a better person. What time in someone's life does CEO put into developing themselves as a person? About none. How do they become a better CEO? Become a better person. But it doesn't happen. So the future of the world depends less on technical skill and more on human development. And that's going to require a much deeper knowledge and understanding of the cross-links and of the way that the body actually works, the mind actually works, but most importantly, the feelings work, and such a driver that they are.
And understanding equality, anger, love, sharing, all of the things we've talked about. Understanding what they actually are, understanding what equality actually means in a workplace.
That's like a whole light bulb moment has just gone off. Like, we've always spoken about like spiritual, personal and career. And so I kind of have looked at life like silos, but now with more seeing it as a human development, it just makes so much more sense to me and why it's so important.
We have a responsibility, Pearl and I, and Sphinx more broadly, to human development. Because if someone's not trying to develop humanity, then we're leaving nothing behind.
And human development is you going home tonight and your partner's done something and you start to feel angry and you're able to say to yourself, hold on a moment, I just learned about anger today. That's because I'm not sharing my feelings, being honest. Okay, here I go, partner, here's my feelings. There's human development.
For more spiritual knowledge, remember to subscribe. If any of the information Ian and Pearl spoke about piqued your interest, make sure you like and comment on this video below. There's so much knowledge and advice being delivered from Spirit to you via this channel. Healing your physical and emotional pains will guide you towards a more loving and meaningful life. This is the Spiritual Renaissance.